What do you know of the living lands? The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true, and yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Envoy, over here. You're alive! Thank the gods I pulled you out the wreck when I did. I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch. At least the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't... We... The name's Garrick, ma'am. Quarter gunner, 3rd Adheran Fleet. Fort Northreach, island off the living lands. I've been here before. It's an Adheran outpost, but... Wish I could say that for sure. I saw flashes, Envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from that fort up the hill. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen, unless... That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead. Then I know the place to start. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help. Thank you. I'll keep you safe. Those boards up there look old. A good hit and we can be on our way. Take that spear. It's no good to any of our crew anymore. At least some supplies survived, for all the good it does. You look like a dab hand with that. I don't understand. Why would they fire on us, their own people? No use wondering. We've got to make sure our troops are safe. Going for a swim after all that? Well, I don't suppose they were using that either. No! The fort's lit their distress beacon. We've got to hurry. Sarah shouldn't be here. Haven't the troops been doing patrols? Make it not work again! Come on, the fort's up ahead. Tripwire. Good hands. How many of these damn things are there? Springberry's good.
Who should rally us?
Gods, it's a... bloodbath. They've torn the place apart from the inside. Did they? Were they fighting each other? Envoy, I don't like this. These used to be nice quarters. I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Adra pillar. Hope it helped their souls find the beyond.
We rise from slumber. Is it you?
Face it with everything you've got.
Thought I had your back. Guess you've got mine. Surely there's a way to clear those brambles.
Is someone there? Over here! Help! I'm locked in! About time. Oh God! Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. She's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything?
That's right.
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up. Adir's had their boot on Paradis since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
You say that now, wait till you see it. Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other. You really have no idea what happened to this place, do you? The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep. I told you, they weren't right. When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself. He still did it.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
Wait. Look. We don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there. Doesn't look like I have a choice, eh? You let me out, and all three of us can go to Paradis.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out of that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him. Gods, that's the sanest thing I've heard all day. It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went south. You can find a way in, though. You seem smart.
If we live to regret this... There's an idea. We could shoot the Fury down. How's your aim?
At least you got around to trusting me eventually.
Fine. She's out. Now we should move. We gotta burn through those brambles.
Regret this.
Think they turned on each other like dogs. I can't fathom it.
They were bastards when they came here. All it took was time.
But adherents, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
What's the matter? Upset your kin are no better than anyone else?
The Deeren soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused this.
Stay in the tall grass.
Right. Did your god give you that power too?
More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
Hope there's a fire spell in there to make quick work of the brambles.
Those look dry. Oh, damn it. Of course I didn't bring a flint.
Magran's Fury in a book. We've got the high ground. How should we do this? Guess that's always worked before. Now you've done it. I've seen ruins like these. Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Paradisans call them godless. Some kind of people who came here long ago.
They're not. I tried to tell them. Why wouldn't they listen? You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
Oh, I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it. Aye, maybe we could still get through to him.
Good luck with that.
Who disturbs us? You're staring. Stop staring at me. Are you going to bind me too?
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard. They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! The venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers! Scars? What scars? They brought axes to cleave into the wood. And you return death to us.
Envoy, This could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots. Kill the rot!
Now you've done it! Probably some noble who bought his commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
We twine. You have returned. We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wait. Heed us.
Envoy, you alright? Can you hear me? A voice? What did it say?
Now your envoy's losing it.
No, I think something in the address spoke to her. When you put it that way, maybe so. I've been round Ardra my whole life, and it never spoke to me.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even godlikes.
That's some gift. Maybe they're... Never mind. We've got to get to Paradis.
Boat's just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
This way. It's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradis. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know. Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Empress sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumours about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradis. Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me.
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, Envoy. I won't soon forget what you did. I don't know. It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink. You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything. Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Try to survive. Same thing I do every day. There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere. Try not to get killed? Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place, alright? Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place. Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
Warning, Kai. Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And she's late. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradis. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so... Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradis' mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradis anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Stangleroot, past the old Pargroon wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? Name's Kai. I've been a soldier, a sailor, and a halfway decent baritone.
He's a troublemaker, but a damn qualified one at least.
I knew you had a soft spot for me. Claviger Amond helped me get on my feet when I came to Paradis a few years ago. Last time we spoke, he sounded worried about things. If he's gotten himself into trouble, I owe it to him to help out. If there's one thing you can say about Rowatayans, we're no backstabbers. We handle our disagreements face to face, with lots of yelling and violence. You'll vouch for me, right, Captain?
Better to have him and not need him, I guess.
That's the nicest thing you've said about me all day.
Kai, before you go, remember, you're taking a distinguished veteran into the wilderness. Make sure she comes back alive, or the Stangleroot will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
I admire your eagerness, Envoy. Just don't rush into danger too quickly, all right?
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land. land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Horgrunen left these beacons all over the island.
It's getting crowded.
Good for finding your way around.
Pretty soon the Durans will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Why doesn't the club stop?
Think dim wit. Master of
Piss off.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question? I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? I have a little money, if that's what you mean. I assumed I'd have to pay the watcher, though. I have a strange problem, you see. Something more like. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do? Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself? Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Walter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today? Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance? From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly. And a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
What harm could... Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradis. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Dagoda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you. I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did, and let's leave it at that.
I'm in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so. There's some ruins to the north, just across the
Very good.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, alright? The land is dangerous at the moment. I'm telling what might be waiting.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Tall grass, huh? Even in Rauatai, you lot are the stuff of legend. I guess I should count myself lucky our paths didn't cross sooner. But that raises a bigger question. Why would your emperor send one of his most accomplished warriors all the way out here? Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Stangleroot paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. Exactly. Paradis has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. Should I break out the booze? That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rowatayan expatriates. It really was. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah? What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth, or the striking blue of my scales? Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rowatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere, or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary. Don't sell me short. I've also been a drifter, a middling carpenter, and a terrible card player. We should play sometime. I'll show you. Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are. We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are Scrambleroots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere. You'd fit right in with the Ronganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora. It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it. You know where to find me. After your voyage, it must be not... nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is. I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stangleroot is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, Birth, eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal. They said the Emperor sent one of his best and brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys. Did you deserve it? Kidding. Sorry to hear, Envoy. The living lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have possessed them to do that. I hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adia makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past. Learned? No, absolutely not. What I've learned is you can either obey the rules or die. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose. Oh, you're a funny one, Envoy. Free. Am I free after this? And they say the Adiran elite have no sense of humor. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades. He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort. Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No, I hear he's about a sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man. Hot-tempered bastard. I think the ambassador's scared of him, but won't do a thing because the Clavager keeps the wheels turning. Good at its job, though. Purportedly. Bad about his confections. Sweet tooth like a hummingbird's. He and the ambassador make a good pair, honestly. The ambassador talks a lot. The Clavager gets the administrative day-to-day done. Honestly, I'm more scared of her than Woedica. At least I understand why the Burned Queen is so pissed. Ludwig runs the Steel Garrote, Woedica's order of paladins. The only thing they care about is their Burned Queen. There's honor among thieves, Envoy. But zealots, they'll raise the world for their god. About Adia, that same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. The truth is, not really. Adia's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion.
but break its trust, and well, Adu will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Woedica. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here. Just take a look down the road. You'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy. The Stangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway...
Your armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Oh, look, Paradis and Matter. When you the resin. Incoming Zarops! Is that all you got? Next one's mine! Those Zarops must have been scavenging supplies too. We make a good squad. I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside.
So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much cooler? Really?
You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp. This used to be a good fishing spot, until something started dragging people away.
This one's mine. One for you. Oh, no, you don't. Left leg.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Nice. Show me what you got.
Pargrunan built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Here we go. You're mine. To your left. Take your best shot.
through here? Who poisons us? We cannot see.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear is chomping on. That's a bad way to go. Nothing like a win with... It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Zarups. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up.
Nice shot! This is mine.
It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
You're mine now.
You monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Oh, poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any... Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? Well, did he now?
A little faster, and we might have been able to save Claviger Aemon, too. Happy to have been of service, nevertheless.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. Did you? We lost contact with our coastal detachment days ago. I was hoping for better news. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? But you... Very well, if you say so. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do?
Right behind you.
Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. A rot eats at the foundation of this land. Corruption seeps into the soil. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. Retire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. You must be sensitive to the spirit world. Some are gifted, or cursed, with such talents. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Stangleroot, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Stangleroot answer only to themselves. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradis militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
The loss of the Clavager will be felt in every corner of Paradis.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road. Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that bear. Can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard godlikes have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradis. Enjoy the calm while you can.
The path to Paradis is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see why. Hilgard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send to the frontier, does he? You seem much better suited to it. Nice work. That'll help against whatever. Whatever we face out there. The so-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
Oh, no, you don't. That's not his enough. On your own. You're gonna regret that. One for you. Give me a second. Another glorious battle. Wilds are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat. Show me what you got. Hold on. Left leg.
Zarps. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. Zarps ahead. Mogren's Fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me.
Take your back, Nick. Watch your back.
If you're gonna shoot that barrel, keep your distance.
Is that all you got?
Bad luck to hang around a graveyard. Maybe we should move on.
Who the fuck? Huh. If it isn't a damn godlike, here in the flesh.
That's no godlike. There aren't any godlikes around anymore.
Seriously, Tiny? Do you not see that face? Use your fucking eyes for once.
I still don't like it when you call me that.
Tiny's got a point, though. Thought your kind had vanished. That's so. I bet those crazy types in Fjord would pay real nicely for a chance to examine you. But us... yeah, we're more in the business of liberating valuables from the dead. What are you doing here?
I should have listened to Ma. I swear, I never wanted to be a looter. The man's gotta eat.
You fucking coward. I should have expected this from you.
Let me go, and I'll never disturb a gravesite again. I swear to all the gods.
You little shit!
Wait. No.
Show me what you can. Next one's mine.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
Get him!
Here we go!
You're gonna regret this!
That's one for us. Take your best shot. Right flank. Good one.
This is the Hangman's place, or was. It's the Zarup's now.
Mine now.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see? You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go. Anything juicy? Well, Dehangan's the only one who can make sense of it. We should talk to her. What's that Zark doing out here all by himself? A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either. I don't speak Zarep, but it definitely answered you. I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near DeHangen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
He's missing both arms. Put another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types. You're not the only soldier here, pup. If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove to me what you've got? Spar with me. I'll take on you and your big blue friend.
If you're sure, I've got plenty of reach.
Oh, it'll be fun, all right. In Magrin's name, prepare yourself.
This one's mine.
All right, I yield. Well done. You have passed.
We've got other battles to fight.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
Nothing more satisfying than smashing your foes until they're a bloody pulp. You sure? It is done. May Mogren's wrath fall upon your enemies, envoy.
Dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging?
I have to figure it. Shut up and roll. You'd think he'd learn not to fall. Dad, I have to figure out how he does it. It's killing me. You'd think he'd learn. Dad.
Go on. Another round. What can it hurt?
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. And you found the leader, right? Like I asked you to? What would I know about... All right, I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Are you serious? I don't call raiding my house diplomatic. If you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Nice to see you again. How can Falter be of assistance? I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Daggerta gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't believe you found it. It's priceless to me, friend, but almost worthless to anyone else. But I can offer a small reward. A finder's fee, if you will. Perhaps. Or perhaps our ship has sailed. Regardless, I'll know I have it. And that's enough for now. How can I even thank you? You don't know the weight you've lifted from my heart.
Heard you killed that bear. Time to resupply?
Tell me, it was you who found the amulet, yes? Huh. Typical of this place. Nothing is ever lost that can't be purchased at markup from the black market. Now I have some apologies to make. I can't say I'm thrilled about that. But maybe things can get better between us. With time. And abundant beverages.
Watch where you're going.
Don't get too used to the comforts of Paradis. That lighthouse has been under repair since Adiran ships began filling the harbor. If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down. Looks like that broke off or something. Wonder where it...
citizens depend on this. Swing like you mean it. I'm busy.
Something on your mind? This is a far cry from the feasts and featherbeds you must be used to. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory. To redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. It was, for some. Not always the types you'd want as your neighbors. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. Dangers in the wilds is nothing new out here, but something about the Dreamscourge is. And if that weren't enough, a lot of people aren't too keen on Adir's presence and affiliations out here. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Stangleroot smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. Good thing you're asking the expert. I joined up with the Rauatine Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago. Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rauatine. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins. To Adir bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Wana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either. I deserted, and I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years. Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rauatine deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough, had enough. I did. Yeah, for a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences. Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. By the way, now that we've gotten to know each other, let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another. Yeah, I've watched your form as I've gotten to know you, and it's excellent. You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can teach you. Some of that is sheer stubbornness, but I can give you some pointers on your stance, too. That's it. You got the hang of it. I look forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime, get some rest.
First get leaves, his letters. Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradis.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? I apologize. My curiosity got the better of me. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradis, Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
I will need to do this. The living lands aren't going to map themselves.
Outlander. Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for herself. We have a problem, all right? And I've got the solution tucked in my sheath.
Unless you're hearing that from a handsome stranger in the bathhouse, that's usually an invitation to trouble. And not as fun as the kind you get into in the steam.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city. Not much of a talker, are ya? Huh. I can respect that.
Hey, it's all right. You're talking enough for all of us.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Street whelps. Did you hear that, Pod? Let's teach this Adiran pig a lesson.
Wait, you fought in battles? Real battles? And survived? Boss, I think we're in big trouble.
Pod, I swear by the gods you will draw your weapon and follow my lead.
Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Show me what you got! I was just getting warmed up.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on Gods be with you, envoy.
Welcome to Paradis, envoy.
Good work out there, envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador is expecting you. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, envoy.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now. Right?
It's a damn shame what happened to the Claviger.
Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering plot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. They hurt you, but we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why? Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. I don't suppose this would be the same one you heard earlier?
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. A resistance to poison isn't a resistance to the beyond.
What does this mean for her? Should she expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Ah, look at us, rambling on like you're still a bloodied corpse.
This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradis is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone.
Then we should talk back again. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Hey, in my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Any injuries I should know about? No? was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul. You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
Envoy, could I speak with you for a moment? So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the Stangleroot, right? Interesting. Say, would you be up for helping out some down-on-their-luck Adirans who can't catch a break? Heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor. Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. But you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the Stangleroot, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Still can't believe you're alive. None of the clerks believe my story. You've got some god looking out for you. I'll keep trying, but there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach. None of the clerks believe my story.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. I look forward to hearing about it in your report. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradis. No, but this is the Paradisans' home. They're very good at hiding here. And Marius is good at finding things that want to remain hidden. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradis.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. I admire your confidence, but there's no point in being modest with our advantages. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this. This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Valor Rock.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adiran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktetragu Sakasapt Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I'm with you. Ready to crack some heads.
You stay out of it, Envoy. This isn't your problem.
I've heard stories of this one. You don't want this fight.
The gods smile on you today, Marius. You won't always have someone around to protect you.
Well, that was something. Thanks for stepping in there. I had it handled, but I'm happy I didn't have to.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. Then they wouldn't need much of a reason to go after an Adiran official. Plenty of stale water there. Still, it's dangerous to make assumptions based on stereotypes. We need more of a trail to go on. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Hey, Envoy. Appreciate you stopping that fight. I haven't known many Adirans who tried to settle things peaceably. Well, it was a whole lot of nothing. Now, what'll it be?
What brings you to this hole in the wall?
Leave us alone.
Ease off, stranger.
So close, but... Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign, I guess. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. Something is happening here. The plants and the animals are changing. No one knows why, or exactly what's doing it. Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't meant to be. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but I suppose the gods had other ideas. Oh, just a bit of luminous adra. Rather valuable, but nothing against the law. You may have noticed, or perhaps not, since no doubt you've been busy, that wildlife here has gone a bit wrong. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here, and I hoped to stop it. As you no doubt know, luminous Adra is a more powerful form of the Adra we see out there from time to time. Very, very rare. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. At this point, I'll take any help I can get. My friends must have lied, or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be acting so strange about it. The people of the Deadfire have been refining luminous Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can cure this affliction, that's it. Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly not too long ago, looking shifty and desperate. They were running around Paradis, talking to other scholars in the area. Ganef and Remio, I believe. And an older lady. Don't recall her name. I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any luminous Adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.